Hello friends, welcome to Got No Gaming. I'm Stub, and today we're going to look at making the repeater. The repeater does pretty nice damage once you get them upgraded. So let's go take a look at how to get these things made up. So to start at the beginning, making repeaters requires Mysticism Research. So we're going to come over here to the Mysticism Research stone. I'm going to press F to open it up. And in here, under Mysticism, we have repeaters up here in the top. Now this one, we've got it completely researched now. This is done as a faction, not as an individual. So everybody can combine their Mysticism sparks to unlock these. And as you advance up the bar, you're going to unlock these different repeaters. We have this one done already. You can see our next advanced one is down here, which we're not to yet. But like I said, we have to start here. So we gather our Mysticism, sparks of Mysticism, by coming out and harvesting. Right. Harvesting plants is where you're going to get those from. So if we grab our sickle, is the easiest way, in my opinion, to get them. That is a rock. We left click, see Spark of Genius Mystic on the bottom right hand side. So that's how we get those, just by harvesting passively. So as you're harvesting stuff, you're going to go ahead, collect those up, bring them back over here to the Mysticism Stone, which is this guy here, and we're going to select it. You're going to have an option for when it's not full, right? So you can put however many you want into it, and then hit research, and it'll research what you got. Like I said, we've already got this one maxed out for our repeaters, so I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. You can see the bar goes up, and we unlock more of the Lost Spirit buff in this case, rather than repeaters, because we have this filled. Now from there, we're going to go to our hunting lodge. Our hunting lodge is here, and we have the Adventurer's Workshop. All right, in the Adventurer's Workshop, we're going to come down to repeaters, and this is where we craft them. So we're going to start with makeshift repeater, and you can see you need roughwood lumber, fiber twine, thin leather straps. Now, in order to unlock the next one, which is the Adept Makeshift Repeater, you have to craft a certain number of makeshift repeaters to get experience in them. I think it's about 20, although I'm not positive. If you know the number, you can put it in the comments down below. It may be different per tier. I'm not sure. I seem to make between 20 and 50 of each, and that's how I've been unlocking them as we go. I'm currently up to, I believe it is, not you, the Journeyman Tensile Repeater. And you can see we have different requirements for each as we go. So now we need spirit residue and adhesive paste in order to make these up, right? So they start to get expensive as you go. You will run into one that requires this one here, Adept Tensile Repeater, requires Frabbit Fuzz. This one took me a while. Frabbit Fuzz is not a common drop, so I'll save you the effort that I had to make to figure out how to get this stuff. Because there's a bunch of different ways to harvest everything, as you've probably found out by now. You've got 4 different tools, plus your hands. Right and left click, harvest different stuff from each resource with each tool. So there's 10 different options, right there alone. So once we go find a Frabbit, as it were. Okay, so we have a Frabbit up here. Let's get in front of him. You do a higher damage, it seems, when you aim down sight and when you do headshots. So when possible, it's good to get up in something's face, right in its grill, and unload. The Frabbits will go underground and then pop back up. Sometimes you can kill them before they get underground, and then this happens. They kind of free fall. This guy's going to come at me, so there we go. We'll go ahead and eliminate that issue right off the bat. So now we got our Frabbit down. We're going to go to our sickle. I have a spirit sickle, and we're going to right click on the Frabbit. Once we can find the body, this one's a little glitched. There we go. So you right click, and on the bottom, Frabbit Fuzz. See, now it's easy. Before I knew this, I probably took me 20 to 30 Frabbits before I figured out how to harvest that. If you left click, if you use the axe, you're going to be at it for a while. So, kill a Frabbit, sickle, right click, that's how you're getting your Frabbit Fuzz. Now, let's get back to the workstation. Alright, so we're back at the Adventure Workshop, and we're going to go ahead and hit F to get into the bench. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to hit C to get into our inventory. And down here, we're going to go to repeaters. We're going to click on the makeshift tensile repeater, which is highlighted now. Now over here in the list of repeaters, you can see Journeyman Tensile Repeater. This is the one I'm currently able to make, and that yellow outline is only down a notch or two, because I've only made a couple of them. Right, and as I make them, that yellow line is going to come down, and once it covers it, it'll unlock this next one, which is a Master Tensile Repeater, assuming that you have the research done in the stone as we just showed. So we got to go ahead and make up a bunch of these in order to get this unlocked. So we're going to go ahead and make these up. We need Corsair, Tensile Vine. Alright, let's see what we got. How many of these can we make right now? This Journeyman is 9.4. Easiest way to look is just by the damage at this point. Alright, so 9.4. We can craft 3. So I'm going to go ahead and craft 3 of them. They automatically come into my inventory, which they're up here somewhere. There we go. Journeyman Tensile Repeater. And you can see these are pretty good, right? Repeater attack speed is plus 105%. Bonus clip size, bonus range. These are pretty good bonuses. Penetration and clip size. It's very good stuff. Now, if we go back to our inventory, so C, repeaters. Journeyman Tensile Repeater. Now I've made enough. Must not be very many. Maybe it goes down as you go higher up in the tier. So now we're just making those 3 more. I've finished this up, it's boxed out, and now I can make the Master Tensile Repeater. So now, again, the crafting changes, right? So now I need raptor heads. 1 raptor head per each one. So that's what we got to do to make the next one. So that's how you're going to go and progress your way through this entire system. Like I said, we start with the makeshift repeater. You got to make a bunch of those. You got the adapt. And the resources change as you go through. They get progressively more harder, or more difficult, or rare to find. The Bjornheather, when you run the Bjornheather, that's actually a small green fern-looking plant. Took me a while to find that one too. Okay, so we're out here in, I believe it's the Stag's Woods, and these are the Bjornheather. So we're going to use our sickle and left-click on it. There you go. There's your Bjornheather stalk. And you can see we're also getting the Spark of Genius Mysticism as well while we're doing this. So these are the guys you're looking for. These fern-looking plants. There's not a ton of them, but they are out here. Over where the starter base is, where the main faction base is, there are none in the immediate area. You got to kind of come out a bit to find them. You can see we have somebody building a nice-looking, not square house out here. So yeah, Bjornheather. Big ferny. I was looking to find one more, and now I don't see one. Is this one? Yep, there you go. This is it right here. Bjornheather. That's what you're looking for. That looks like a ferny. And left click. Bam. Bjornheather stalk. You'll be looking for that, and you might have a hard time finding it. Took me a while to find it. Matter of fact, I think I had to ask somebody for help on it. But that's where you can get those from. And those will get you, I can't remember which one, but one of the repeaters. So yeah, like I said, you're going to work your way down through here, and then you go to the next tier, right? So now we go to the Yexen thread repeater. So now the Yexen thread, we need to go get Yexen thread. So now I got to go find a new resource, pick that one up, start working our way through this tier, and of course we tier up and tier up. We can't even get to the whisper wire until we get to the next tier in the research tree, which means we have to research a bunch of different stuff in mysticism before we get down to the 3rd tier, and then unlock the next level of repeaters. So there's a lot of progression involved. This will get you pretty well started. And let me know what you guys are into. If you have any issues, throw them in the comments down below, especially if you find a way past them, and help out the next people that are trying to get there. As I'm making this video, the game hasn't even released yet. So things may change. Some of the requirements may be different. Some of the skill sets, all these things can change as time goes on. So hopefully this will get you guys started. Make sure you follow links down below for my other channels. See me over on Twitch and Twitter. The other guys are on the server with me, all listed down there in the comments below. And we'll see you guys next episode. As always, I'm Stub. You're awesome. Game off.